If you spent your entire life working hard, paying taxes, and building your nest egg, then this video is for you. We're going to be diving into the ultimate retirement withdrawal strategy step by step so you can make the most of what you've saved and avoid the biggest traps that ruin retirement income plans. My name is Brad Pistole, and I'm a retirement income certified professional, and I'm dedicated to helping people retire all over this great country. If you want to see what my staff and I would propose for your retirement income plan, just reach out to us at the contact information below. Now let's get started with this simple but often overlooked truth. Retirement is not about how much you've saved. It's about how you withdraw the money. You could have $500,000 or $5 million, but if you pull that money out in the wrong order or in the wrong amounts or from the wrong accounts, you could end up paying more in taxes than you need to. You could increase your Medicare premiums and even run out of money too soon. So today I'm going to be walking you through a practical, real-life withdrawal strategy that can help make your money last longer, reduce your tax bill, and give you more peace of mind. Step one in a solid retirement withdrawal plan is this: know your sources of income. Now, this may sound obvious, but you need a clear list of where your money will be coming from in retirement. This will include things like pensions, annuities, IRAs and 401ks, Roth IRAs, brokerage accounts, checking and saving accounts, CDs, and any other types of passive income like rental properties or farm income. Each of these income sources have different tax rules, different growth potential, and different risks. Some are taxed as ordinary income, some are tax-free, and some are exposed to the market while some are guaranteed. And that leads us to step number 2. Understand the tax implications of your money. In retirement, it's not just about what you make, it's about what you keep. For example, withdrawals from a traditional IRA are fully taxable, while withdrawals from a Roth IRA are tax-free. And capital gains from a brokerage account might be taxed at a lower rate or not at all, depending on your income level. The order in which you take money from these buckets can make or break your retirement tax plan. Let's say you're 66 years old and you're retired, and you need $60,000 a year to live on for income. Your Social Security provides $30,000. That leaves you needing $30,000 from your nest egg. Now, if you take all of that $30,000 from your traditional IRA, you'll pay taxes on the entire amount. But what if instead you took $15,000 from a Roth IRA and $15,000 from your brokerage account? Suddenly, your taxable income is much lower, and that can help keep your Social Security from being taxed, and it can keep you in a lower Medicare premium bracket. Now, this is where step 3 comes in. Fill up the lower tax brackets first. You don't want to take more from a taxable account than necessary, but you also don't want to waste a low tax bracket early on in retirement. For many retirees in their 60s, especially before required minimum distributions begin at age 73, your taxable income may be at its lowest point in decades. That's a great time to carefully draw down pre-tax accounts or even consider small Roth conversions. Let's break this down further. The 12% tax bracket for married couples filing jointly goes up to roughly $94,000 in 2025. If you and your spouse are bringing in $40,000 combined from Social Security and other non-taxable sources, that means you have about $54,000 of room before you hit the 22% bracket. You could take distributions or do Roth conversions to fill up that lower tax bracket before RMDs or higher taxes kick in later in life. Now let's talk about step number 4. Sequence your withdrawals. There's a general framework we often follow for most clients, but it's not set in stone because every situation is different. But here's the common order. First, use income from guaranteed sources, things like Social Security, pensions, and annuities. Next, use cash or after-tax brokerage accounts, especially for discretionary expenses or years when you want to keep your taxable income low. Then, begin drawing down pre-tax retirement accounts, things like IRAs and 401ks, but do so strategically, possibly in coordination with Roth conversions. And then let your Roth IRA grow as long as possible, because remember, it's tax-free. It can be incredibly powerful later in retirement when you want to minimize taxes, manage your RMDs, and leave a legacy for your children. Now, this leads up to step 5. Coordinate your withdrawals with your Medicare and Social Security benefits. One of the biggest mistakes I see is people unintentionally triggering higher Medicare premiums called IRMA. This happens when your modified adjusted gross income crosses certain thresholds. The difference in premiums can be hundreds or even thousands of dollars per year for you and your spouse. A smart withdrawal plan avoids these jumps in premium. Also, think about how your withdrawals affect the taxation of your Social Security. Up to 85% of your benefits can be taxed, depending on other income. That's why sequencing matters so much. A poorly timed IRA withdrawal can make your Social Security taxable, raise your Medicare premiums, and push you into a higher bracket all in one shot. Now let's go to step 6. Adjust your plan each year. The ultimate withdrawal strategy isn't something you just set once and then forget. It should be reviewed annually. Markets change. Tax laws change. Your health and spending needs change. Maybe you have a one-time expense, or you receive an inheritance, or you just decide to go on a cruise with your grandchildren. Each year, you need to evaluate the following: where your income is coming from, how much you need, what tax bracket you're in, and whether you should adjust your withdrawal sources. And here's the beauty of a good withdrawal plan. It gives you freedom and peace of mind. Freedom to enjoy your money, freedom to avoid surprises, and freedom to know your money will last forever. Let me close with a quick story. I had a couple from rural Missouri who retired with around $700,000 in savings. They worried it wouldn't be enough, but we carefully crafted a withdrawal strategy that pulled from different accounts at different times. It filled up their low tax brackets, delayed Social Security to maximize their benefits, and minimize their Medicare premiums. Not only did their plan provide the income they needed, but it gave them something even more valuable: confidence. Confidence that they wouldn't run out of money. Confidence that they could travel, spoil their grandchildren, and sleep well at night knowing they had a plan in place that would last. So here's the bottom line. A great withdrawal strategy isn't about guessing. It's about being intentional. It's about using the buckets you've built over a lifetime of hard work in the right order, at the right time, and in the right way. And when you do this, you stretch every dollar further and you enjoy every day of retirement a little bit more. If you're not sure how to get started with something like this, or you're worried that your current plan might not be optimized to benefit you, that's where we come in. We build these plans every day for families all across the United States. We would love to help. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more retirement income advice you can actually use. So until the next time, take care and keep planning for the retirement that you deserve.